All right. Oh, wait, we started?
Yeah, but I mean, we could start whatever.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, yo?
Yeah, well, we're just warming our voices up.
Warming
here.
up.
Here we are.
La, 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 la.
la. Ha. Ha.
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
Oh, Lord. Oh, goodness. Well, I'm Nathan.
I'm Doug.
And this is Pod Duck Dong, episode 4. And,
For the second time. But,
yeah, for the second time. Yes. There is one episode 3, the lost episode that maybe we'll release in 15 years,
yeah,
special edition.
In the archives.
Yeah. But yeah, this is kind of a deep dive into pop culture and the Asian American experience in entertainment and just kind of,
Following two dudes who know a little bit about the industry.
Oh, I'm a dude now. Okay.
Two bros. Wait, what do you usually refer to yourself
I don't know.
to?
Like, I don't know when the last time I was called a dude.
Really? Like not you were just on a bachelor party.
Oh, yeah, okay. Bachelor party, I was definitely called dude.
Yeah.
Dude, but it's not my in my vocab.
All right, so when you're out with your guys, what do you guys call yourselves?
I think like, hey, you gay, hey, girl, or girl. Maybe just like different pitches of girl.
Girl.
No, you don't say the R.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, all right, well, we're just chatting. That's just what we do here in the pod world. So we have a lot to cover today.
It's
super exciting. There's been a lot happening this week. We kind of weren't sure if the things were happening this week, but there were a bunch of things, and so
things happen.
Yeah, things happen.
Every week things are happening.
Things happen, turns out. So I don't know. I mean, I have some things that I want to talk about first because that Doug has no interest in or no excitement in, but I'm really excited about Survivor season 37. What was the last Survivor season that you watched?
I did not watch a single
You've never
episode.
Wait, we did not you've never watched Survivor. Like, never ever?
I might have watched the commercial for it.
I can literally go through and name, I think, every winner of Survivor.
Every winner?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
For 37 seasons.
It's like knowing every president.
Yeah, 37.
Yeah.
They're on season 37. It's on Wednesdays at 8. It's still the number one show on Wednesdays at 8.
It was crazy to me when you told me that it was running for like 19 years now, because you used to say that they do two every season.
Yeah, they do 2 every year.
2 every year.
And I think it's, for me, I love Survivor because it's like the perfect microcosm of American culture. Like, on an island, they do a really good job of getting like different economic classes, different social classes, different ethnicities, cultures, all kind of put into this pressure cooker, and it kind of like immediately illuminates a lot of really problematic behavior. And
you've read Lord of the Flies, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yeah. So does it devolve into that like pretty quickly?
I mean, it's sometimes seasons are too, like, it's a weird thing because like it's a game, and so some people, when they go into Survivor, they're like, it's just a game, so like I don't need to get my feelings hurt, whatever. But
Right.
some people take it so personally because, I think you're with these people for 39 days, day in, day out, in like, in the elements, alone on this island together. And so I think people take things really personally.
But how much do you think of that is like played up for the cameras?
I don't think it is.
Really?
I literally just watched Survivor Fans versus Favorites Part 2, and there was this woman named Dawn, and one of my favorite survivors, her name's Brenda. She's this half Chinese, half Latinx woman. She was like a Miami Dolphins cheerleader, and she's like one of the Survivor like sweethearts. And she's like, but she's super smart, super athletic,
Right.
and so she like is a challenge beast, and like and just like a really good strategist. And like Dawn like completely betrayed her, and they didn't talk for a year. And like
in real life.
In real life, they didn't talk for a year, and then like during the reunion special, they were still like, yeah, we still aren't friends. Like, we still have to like mend this relationship. And it's just crazy. I'm just like, but I mean,
well, the prize is like $1 million.
It's $1 million. Yeah. And I mean, so the reason why I wanted to talk about Survivor is they always try and have 2 Asian people a season.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
And so they always they always try to have like 2 Asian people at least. I mean, they used to. Sometimes they do like
even
five.
from like 20 years ago, even from like season 1.
Starting with season 13,
Okay.
which was Cook
I like how
Islands.
you know exactly
Yes.
which.
So season 13 was Cook Islands, which was dubbed Race Wars because they did 5 Asians versus 5 Black people versus 5 white people versus 5 Latinx people.
Oh my gosh.
And it was like the most stressful season because of that, but it's honestly still one of my favorite seasons of television, period. If you have Amazon or Hulu, season 13, because honestly, it's the first time I've ever seen 5 Asians, just
on a television
be normal people on TV, and they just murder everybody. It's 2 Koreans, 2 Filipinos, and then a Vietnamese guy.
Nice.
And literally spoiler alert, but like the 2 Koreans make it all the way to the end, and then the Korean man wins the whole
is that
season.
is it Yul Kwon?
Yeah, Yul Kwon.
Funnily, I know that name. I guess like that's the Korean in me where you just like know famous Koreans.
He's just the most like eloquent, thoughtful, perceptive, like empathetic person, like hot athlete. It's crazy. He talks about like Asian male representation on the finale episode where he has to like ask the jury to vote for him. He like goes on this beautiful speech about like he's never seen himself on TV, and he like hopes that someone will see him and be inspired. And like I've watched the season probably 6 times, like the entire season. I'll watch it like 6 times because it's honestly the most like wonderful Asian American experience I can think of. Wow. Period. Like
what is Yul Kwon up to nowadays?
So he had a show on PBS it was called like How Things Work, I think. And so he's like an economics guy. So he would go in and look at systems and be like, oh, like this is how the corn like industry works. This is how this works, the petroleum industry, and so he was just kind of wanted to become an educator, and he does a lot of like public speaking, and I don't know what he's doing now, but that's what he was doing like after the show. But this season is super excited. There was 2 Asian women this season, and there was one woman, Bee Nguyen, this Vietnamese MMA fighter, and she unfortunately tore her MCL like during the show, so she got airlifted out. And then, but there's a half Filipino girl. Her name's Gabby, and I think the way that they're editing the show, I think that she might make it to the end.
How many people are left now? Or
gosh, I think there's 13 now. They started with 20, I think, this season, maybe 18, and I think there's like 12 or 13 left, and so now everybody that's left is going to basically be on the jury.
Wait, so when you say like the way they're editing it, you can kind of tell, is it because like you've noticed a certain pattern from all your Survivor viewing?
Yes.
You can kind of like predict who wins with pretty good accuracy.
Yeah, like if you are one of like the top 7 people that talk the most throughout the episodes, you're either there to be a character, or you're there or like they're angling for you to be like the top 5 that make it to the final episode, because they want to like kind of show when those people like make it to the end. And I think like she's just so like emotional, and like the theme this year is David versus Goliath, and so it's like the Goliaths are all these like athletes or doctors or people that like like have a lot of money, and so they're all kind of like these like people that have a certain amount of privilege, and all the Davids are these like, my mother died and then my dad left me, and like they all like are these like scrappy people, and so she was one of the scrappy
one of the
Davids, and I really hope I hope she makes it to the end this year. I'm really rooting for you, Gabby.
We'll look out for Gabby in the season to come.
Mm-hmm. So watch Survivor, support it. It's doing Asian American work.
At least season 13.
At least season 13.